So pretty much like for those who on Spotify, because we inevitably ran with a technical issue. So basically, what we came to what we came to the conclusion was the argument between dispensaries and being moral is just like a generational thing, where the older generation obviously sees weed as like this like evil satanic thing that like leads to the downfall of man. And there is some validity to the argument, you know, but I feel like they kind of older generations use that whole argument where like if you do drugs you're instantly gonna be homeless. I feel like they push it to the extreme. So that's like that's what I feel about it. But that's kind of the conclusion we came to. Yeah, but okay. So I guess like the other things we want to talk about today, because I mean I don't know. I feel like we went through that segment kind of fast. I kind of want to hear. I kind of wanted to hear what Isaac had to say, but he's not here today.
I generally think he'd have the same as ours.
But I think he'd probably have the same view, and he probably would argue that his parents are probably would say the same.
Probably.
But okay, so like since we're actually like since it is like Thanksgiving, I want to like brighten the mood up a bit before we head into our I guess like other next topic. So Brandon, it's like I know you're like so you ended up like go staying on campus like for the whole school year, but you decided to stay on campus like for Thanksgiving. Like why'd you want to stay on campus though? Like you only live, it's only like a 45-minute trip back home.
No, I know it's not like a long like trip home where I have to like travel for like hours, but it was just I did it mostly for like safety for like my family mostly more than anything, like more than me, because I know there's a lot of people like I've seen it on Instagram and Snapchat all of today, like people like gathering like whatever and like stuff. And I'm not saying like listen, like you do you, but since I just be careful, and I just felt like, especially because there is a rise of like positive cases on campus, and like some people that I was hanging around with, they were around people who tested positive, so I just wanted to be more careful and like do it. Like I'd rather skip out on this holiday and not risk my family's like health more than anything.
So does that mean like are you actually gonna like stay there for Christmas break, or are you gonna go back?
No. Ideally for Christmas I'll be home, but it's like these next few weeks, it's more like I'm probably just gonna keep it to myself and like try the best I can to like self isolate.
Yeah, it's like, and that kind of reminds me of when I had to move back for spring, like last year, after winter quarter for spring quarter, like back home. I was originally gonna move in with my dad, but he had recently just had like my baby sister, and then they were like, "Oh hey, there's been a few cases of coronavirus on UCSD, so like watch out." I was like, "Shit, like do I want to go back home to my dad?" So I was like, "Nah, like I'd rather not. Like I'd rather not risk infecting because like obviously like I don't know who these infected people were. I don't know how close they were to me. So it's like shit. Like for all I know, I could have it. And I
Yeah,
rather
that was my thought process. Like besides like staying here and going home, because
mm,
like I don't know if I have it because I wasn't presenting symptoms or anything, but it was
mm,
still like I was around people who probably did have it.
yeah. Um. And, and back to your comment about like people like gathering together for like Thanksgiving. It's like I mean, I gathered at my dad's house, but like we each had our own table, like based on household. So like my grandparents had their own table, my dad and my stepmom had their own table, and then my aunt had me and my aunt like had two different tables, so we were like all separated. And so like we were together, but far apart. And so like technically like, but I've been seeing like all these like posts on like Snapchat and stuff of like or on Instagram where people like are sitting so close together on these tables and they're like coronavirus who, what's
Yeah,
coronavirus? I'm like, bro, y'all keep playing with this, but shit's serious. But okay, keep playing. But all right, but okay. So I like how I said a few lines ago that I was gonna try to make this like more upbeat, and this ended up getting back downbeat again.
I am very sad now.
Yeah, we are all very sad now.
your shit's been sad since last weekend.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's actually transition to that now that you mention it.
Okay,
So
let me get perspective. I'm not sad. I've
You're down.
I forgot the word, but I become okay with the result. I feel like I'm here for that.
you see, like the
That's just a step in griefing.
no. He's actually at the final step. First is denial, then it's anger, then it's acceptance. So he's like he's almost at the end. He's almost at the end. Like right, like you know when it first happened, he was exactly like the Bernie Sanders background he had right there when it first happened. He was like, it's like damn, like this really happened to me, and then after like a few days later, he's like, oh, okay. He's like, you know,
Nothing happened technically, so let's just say I expected a lot from a little.
yeah, I mean, he expected to hit a home run, but he hit a bunt.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're telling us that your hangout went well. I mean, it's technically not a date, as we established.
Yeah,
but
it was just a hangout. It was just a hangout. It was just a hangout. Just two friends hanging out. Nothing of it.
two dudes in a hot tub.
Hey. I mean,
But I mean, from what you told us, it sounds like she kind of took it as a date, though.
I see. That's what I thought.
Yeah, the way you explained it made it seem like that.
Yeah, and like the way like you told us like that she took it sounded like she was expecting a date too. But I mean, like as long as you, I mean, you guys still went out regardless, and as long as you have fun, that's kind of all that matters.
Yeah.
Also,
All right, so join us on Bumble, Christian.
Let's just say I'm still gonna be a part of this this podcast for time to come.
I mean, and, you know, we all signed a contract, you know, at the beginning of this, and he legally can't get a girlfriend.
I mean, when you put it that way, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he legally can't
We're
get
locked
a
on until this is over.
Yeah, he has a 100 episode contract. So like until we get to our 100th episode, he can't. All right. So until he gets to our 100th episode, we can't ever. He cannot get a girlfriend.
That's for any of us. We're within the 100 episode range. We can't get girlfriends.
Yeah, basically. And actually, that brings us to our next point. So I changed my pictures for my Bumble and Tinder and like Hinge and stuff. And I've been getting matches, boys. Like,
please explain.
Okay, so like, I need to get my jack. Actually, no. I'm kind of. Okay, I think I'll try to show it on my phone. The pictures like I used to use.
Or just screen share.
Oh, it's like I would have to go through my Google Photos, and there's some photos you guys don't want to see in there. Hold on, let me. Hold on, let me. I'm not screen sharing now, so I could go through my Google Photos. If I could go through my Google Photos without getting doxxed or exposed.
I think they're on the Twitch stream.
Oh wait, no. I know for a fact I'm not sharing my screen because whatever I see on my screen is, and so I know for a fact I'm not sharing screen. Don't scare me like that.
It's the Instagram likes, right?
Yeah, it's the Instagram likes.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
I guess I gotta look at the likes.
No, it's not because of that, but yeah, but
liked by Brandon and 81 others.
Wait, 81 others? 81? Oh, hold on, I need to check that. Last time I left, I had 69 likes. Nice.
Nice.
What up, Joseph? Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Have you seen Borat?
Borat? No. Hold up, I gotta play the video now. Yes, I understand.
Cares.
Bro, Borat is a funny movie, bro.
What's the point of this episode, guys?
It's technically supposed to
be. What's the point of life? What's the point of life?
Nice. Yeah, that's. I played that video because I had 69 likes, so nice. But I have 81 now. It's actually a lot, bro. Okay, hold up. I went on Instagram, and I was checking out like it's like one of my suite mates. I feel like we got so off topic. Holy shit. Okay, so like one of my suite mates, his girlfriend's like a 5-star chef, like basically a 5-star
or
No, I'm gonna try to see if I can see this on my phone. But just look at this shit, dude. Oh, there you go. You guys can see that well. Like, look at that.
Bro, I could get that too. Uber Eats, I think, offers it.
Like she made garlic bread. She made like the cherry tomato something. She made like bacon wrapped asparagus, bro. You know, oh my god. Okay, I think we should just leave this episode off Spotify. Actually,
No, I think
Well,
it's on
anyways,
different page.
wait, what?
can we go on to our real topic now?
Well, what was our real topic? I don't remember. We've like,
Secret Santa.
oh yes, yes.
That's
No, but
that's
we have to
of
wait.
the
We
night.
have to wait for we have to wait for Isaac for that. But actually, look, hey, look.
We can do it.
Speaking
Now.
of speaking of food, okay. Speaking of food, because that girl's page, his girlfriend reminded me of this. So like, what is like your favorite Thanksgiving dish? What's your guys' favorite dish for Thanksgiving?
What?
Well, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
I usually go for ham. I go for macaroni.
Macaroni.
I don't know. Forgot what else my family makes.
I usually like my go-to is like just tamales.
Typical.
I might have to go over to Brennan's house.
Well, I'm at my dorm right now, so you can come visit me. I'm alone.
Oh wait, are we doing secrets? Okay, actually, I guess we could touch upon Secret Santa.
We will talk
'Cause,
about
like-
Secret Santa.
Okay, fine. I mean, technically, it's already Christmas time, so I mean, you know, because it's Christmas time already somewhere in the world, so I guess we could talk about Secret Santa without Isaac getting mad. Okay, so how are we doing it, boys? How are we doing Secret Santa this year?
Well, it'll be between the four of us.
Okay, but I mean, so who would get who? Or would we do that? Are we gonna do that live and then we like don't tell? Like we let the people know, but we don't let you guys know, or how are we doing it? Or is it just gonna be?
I think there should be a way, like somewhere online, where you could like add like the person like email or something, and then like so it's actually like a secret. We just gotta make sure nobody gets themselves.
Mm.
And it'd be a good cool thing if like to like exchange the gifts. We like meet up and we'll do our first.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking we get whoever we're gonna get, right? And then we just send it to them, like in the mail, whatever. And then we open it on stream, and then we guess.
Oh yeah.
We guess what we got.
Actually, I actually like that idea, Christian. See, Christian, I'm so glad we had you.
Most of the time, I'm like 2 brain cells, just walking, living life. Other times, I'm like big brain, Jimmy Neutron.
3 brain
Yeah.
cells.
There's days where I'm like smooth brain bowling ball. Like my brain is so smooth, you could like throw it on a bowling alley and it'll spin around. Bro, why do my eyes look like that?
I don't know. You tell us.
You took the walk before eating?
No, I didn't take the walk. No.
All right. So what was another topic we're trying? Oh, you want to talk about dating our like outside our culture?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's actually this is the one I'm actually kind of it was interesting. So like actually this morning because it was like fuck, I can't I was gonna unnecessarily cuss. All right, because it was like 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning we were talking about this, and a friend, I'm not gonna say who, she was like, wait, what?
It's Isaac.
Yes, of course it's Isaac. That's why he's not here because he's secretly on a date that we didn't know about. Actually, what if like Isaac is the biggest player we know? He just plays a lot.
Actually,
well.
he got a match the other day on Bumble.
Ooh,
Not on these apps?
Huh?
Am I the only one not on these apps?
Yeah.
apparently. But okay, but basically what it was is she's just eating asparagus. But basically what it was is so she was like, yeah, like all the boy, like she was currently talking to someone who's of her culture. I don't want to say what culture she is because it's gonna give it away. But she was like, "Yeah, I'm dating someone of my culture, and it feels great to have someone who's from that culture and also speaks the language." And then she was like, "Yeah, I've noticed that all my boyfriends have been of this particular culture, like have her own culture." And then I was like, and then I was like, and then they brought up the point where it's like, it feels good to have someone who's from your culture but isn't from the motherland country. Like like does that make sense to you guys? Like where like they're of your culture but not from the motherland country. So let's say like you meet like a first gen Latina basically.
They're like one of
So,
us.
like yeah, like basically like one of us. Yeah, she's like we're of the culture but we're not from Mexico or Central America.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I didn't really like get that because like because I've always, I mean, I've dated Latinas before, and I've also have dated like other cultures. Like I've dated like an Armenian one time, and and I don't know. I've always just felt like I didn't like feel like that pressure to date someone in my own culture, and I kind of like told them I attributed that to the fact that I don't really feel a connection with my culture. So then that kind of like led me like that kind of led to the conversation about like are you a bad representation of your culture if you don't feel connected to it? So that's like there's multiple questions to this. So the first one is, do you guys prefer to date within or outside your culture?
I think I gravitate like towards my culture, so like Latinas, but I would date like outside of the culture because I don't think it should be like limited because like going off of like what we said about like feeling connected, like you can feel connected and like finding someone that's like outside of your culture, you can like it's a way to like express your culture and like teach someone new about it instead of
Yeah,
like I guess the same thing kind of.
that's always why I've been like kind of like compelled to date people like outside my culture. So I'm like, why do I want to date someone who's like kind of like has the same experiences as me? I don't know. In my opinion, that's always just kind of been kind of boring. Like instead I want to be like I want to one experience like new cultures and like two have like other people well not have them like be like let people experience like new things through me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how, how
How about you,
I can't
Christian?
talk. Yeah, thank you.
Honestly, personally, I really don't care. I mean, as long as it's a girl, you know what I mean.
As long as it's a girl.
I mean,
Christian's like
I was gonna say
Christian's like a
never
hole's a
mind.
hole.
We'll just leave it at that. But I mean,
Okay.
it ultimately comes down to, I mean, it probably shouldn't, but what others think, and by others I mean family. Like Hector, or both of you, how would you feel if your conservative Hispanic parents, if you all of a sudden brought home a girl who's different views, different religion, different life? Exactly.
Well,
Well, it depends.
my mom lives.
Is this a girl you're dating or a girl like you're planning to like maybe in the future marry?
Well, aren't we talking about dating?
Well, yeah, but I'm just
Oh,
saying like in meeting the parents is what I'm saying.
No, yeah, like initial meet.
Um,
like honestly, my mom wouldn't really care what culture she's from, so long as one, she's like somewhat spiritual, and two, well, one, she's somewhat spiritual. Two, she's like not stupid.
So Brandon's out of the case.
Yeah, Brandon's out the case, and then
Damn.
three, as long as she's not like a bad influence. At that point, she's like as long as she's like fits those three criteria, she doesn't really necessarily have any preference to culture.
Then Brandon, we have to leave. We're bad influences, man. We have to go.
We gotta go.
Yeah, yeah, like Brandon's a bad influence.
We'll take our $1.80.
Actually, no,
We'll take our $1.80 and leave.
No. Chris is the bad influence. Right? I don't know. I mean, Brandon's the
know why you
perfect
said Brandon.
candidate.
What?
What? You're the one who said Brandon's a bad influence.
We're bad influences.
No, Brandon's a good influence. I don't know what you're talking about. Chris is the bad influence here.
Wow.
Christian's the bad boy out of the four.
Christian, yeah, Christian's
Surprisingly,
Japan,
surprisingly
but
enough,
yeah, I know. Like at first sight, it doesn't seem like it, but
there's
once you get to know, but what's well, like once you get to know Christian, it's like it's like he's gonna take you for a ride. Hit him up,
yeah,
but
yeah. Just for the
yeah,
viewers to know, hold up. Just for the viewers to know, my phone number is gonna be 424.
whoa, you're doxing me. Whoa, whoa. He's this man just almost doxed me. Okay.
They just gotta get the
All
last
right.
4 numbers. So
Yeah, all they have to do is just guess the last 4 numbers, and I'm officially doxed. Lucky for me, there's only one person watching, but we'll have to edit that out. We'll have to edit that out from our final product. So, our final product on Spotify, but but so that kind of brings us to the next question. Like, do you feel like you're like an inferior if you're an inferior representative of your culture if you're not deeply like rooted in it? Like, do you guys like understand that question? Like, does it make sense? Or, like in our case, do you feel like you're an inferior Latino if you're not like super into like Latino culture?
I don't think so. I mean, it just depends per person. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't see how like having to date within your culture sees you as like different from everybody else because like everybody has their preferences.
Oh no, I mean no, I didn't really mean like in the terms of dating anymore. I mean like the culture as a whole. Like let's say like let's say would you like do you think Latinos who don't like let's say like participate in like Dia de los Muertos for example like are they like inferior because they don't feel connected to the culture?
No, because I think it has to do like with your upbringing. Like I know like just because like you're Latino doesn't mean you have to like follow every single tradition. Like I know my family, we just follow like mostly like the major ones and not like the very little ones. And so like it's not saying that I'm like disconnected from the culture, but it's like it depends on your upbringing and how like everybody celebrates the culture differently, even if you're from like the same country.
Mm. Yeah, it's like I don't know, I definitely like feel the same way because like I feel like my upbringing that's kind of weird. It's like a lot of like a lot of Latin American traditions are like based on religion and like going to church, like at least some of them. And it's like I didn't like yeah I went to Catholic school growing up, but it's like we didn't really go to church. So a lot of like the stuff that like Mexicans would do, like like having like Virgins all over the house. Like actually we just never did that stuff. And like there's like times where it's like I don't feel like connected to like like the whole like culture and like traditions like on a broad scale. And it's like sometimes I feel like I'm more white than like Latino sometimes. But then it's like there's other aspects like with like my Guatemalan culture where I connect to that a bit more sometimes. And it's like then I feel like oh well then I am Latino. But then it's like other times when I look at the Mexican side I'm like no I'm white. So it's like this constant like battle of seeing which side I identify more with and in what situation.
I mean, I think it's kind of like if you tie it with like religion. Like for me, like I'm Catholic, but even if I am Catholic, you don't see me going to church like every Sunday or like praying.
Although he should with with what he be doing on Saturdays.
But it's like I don't like if you think about it, I don't follow the quote unquote like what a Catholic is supposed to do, but I think it's just like the way I think about it is like there's no like correct way like to celebrate your culture or feel connected to it. Like same thing with like religion. It's more like of a person to person, like everybody's different.
Christian, what's your take on
it. My take is more of the I don't care kind of approach. And let me explain why. What do you necessarily mean by Latino culture?
Well, I guess in our case it'd be Mexican, Salvadoran, Guatemalan.
Now here's another thing I propose. I've never lived in Mexico. I've never
I mean
assimilated my culture to that. For me personally, I don't even consider myself like heavily into Latino culture, white culture, American culture.
Yeah, that's not what your FAFSA says.
Huh?
That's not what your FAFSA says.
Speaking of which, I need to file that shit.
Me too.
Hopefully you're not listening to this. Wait, is this wait? Do we have to put this under like our FAFSA?
What?
Wait, what?
Like
Wait,
making
put what?
revenue
I
here.
think it was just.
No. What revenue? We
Wait,
haven't
wait,
made
wait,
any.
wait, put what?
Our $1.
Yeah, I mean, you only have to like. I think the only revenue like you need to put on. Okay, this is like really off topic, but we'll get back to what Christian's saying. For those who like, isn't like you don't have to like technically like file taxes until you make like $12,000, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
This is something we should be learning in school, but that's another episode.
yeah, yeah. But this is for another episode. But back to Christian. You were saying Christian before you got interrupted by FAFSA boy over here.
For me personally, I would like, I don't know, like, do I really care if I stray away from being Latino culture? No, not really, because like for example, like Brandon said, like sure he's Catholic, but he doesn't go to church. You know what I mean? Sure, I guess I would assimilate myself more closely to Latino culture, but I wouldn't be considered like heavily into it. You know,
Mm,
it's just my lifestyle is
yeah.
different. My lifestyle is, for example, a lot of things I do, a lot of things I see, a lot of things I react to are based on social media, right? And who do I follow on social media? Most of my friends, most of my people I talk to, like you guys. The Simp Boat, by the way, does.simp.boat.
Yep. And then our Twitter boat simp. Then our Twitch if you're on it right now, or not on it if you're on Spotify is the_simp_boat.
Or you can follow me on Instagram at bbn
Blah
underscore.
blah 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 blah.
All right, I have the final etiquette.
Oh,
I'll
which-
go over you.
I know where you live.
Oh, okay. Christian, I know where
I
you
think we
live.
all know where Christian lives.
Yeah.
I know where everyone lives. Shut up.
Never been to my house.
You never been. Yeah, you never been. I mean, maybe my dad's house, but not the new one.
Anywho,
All right. But back to Christian's point.
oh, I finished with my point.
Oh, you finished your point. You just honestly, you basically.
Actually, this is completely off topic, but do you guys remember when we had a Christian surprise party? And I secretly,
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I secretly let someone loose in his room.
I remember when I had Christian's party at 115 Street.
What?
Wait, is it? I thought Christian lived on that street. Never mind. Or is it the street over? I don't remember. We could cut this from the Spotify episode.
Should I give them your UCSD email?
I mean, it's literally just my name and then at ucsd.edu.
We all have our last names on here, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's like my first initial, then my last name, and then it's like at ucsd.edu.
Actually, I have a question. Do you guys
But-
care about your parents' opinion, with people you date?
Only my mom's, because she's the only one who's ever vocal about it. My dad's always been indifferent. It's not and he's indifferent. Oh, indifferent's the wrong words. He's just very hands off. As long as he doesn't see I'm being abused physically or mentally, he's like, all
Every
right,
relationship.
yeah. Yeah, as long as he doesn't see him being abused, it's like
I mean,
I trust
He
you
obviously
enough.
didn't know what
I
happened
trust
in
you.
Peru.
Yeah, and he's like I trust. My dad's like I trust you enough to know what the hell you're doing. So it's like,
Okay, but what if you're in?
That's fair enough. Then I mean, if I'm into some CBT stuff, it's like I would probably let him know. No, I'd probably if you're asking me what the hell is going on, I'd be like, hey, it is what it is.
You racist, man.
Like you raised this failure. But my mom, she's always she's like kind of like, I take what she says with a grain of salt in my relationships, because at the end of the day, whose opinion matters in my relationship is me. I'm the one who's seeing her every day, talk to her every day. I was about to say something else. Brandon's face. Christian's face. Yeah, yeah.
This is borderline like an explicit site. Like we're gonna have to put ourselves on
Yeah,
our.
no.
We might have to put our clips on YouTube to another site at this point.
Yeah, Christian's clearly never been on Twitch. You know how many tits you could see on Twitch?
I mean,
You can see so many. you can see so many tits. It's almost like you're on. It's almost like you're on ChatterBait, and it's
How would you know?
Twitch. So
All
like
right,
us.
let me tell you guys something. Can you do this dare for me,
Okay.
okay? Can with
Okay.
your two elbows, can you try to touch your belly button?
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. I saw the one today. Where it was on Twitter. Where it was like this Asian streamer, and she was like, the guy was like, you know, yeah, like the guy asked her to do that, and
Quality content.
quality content, if I do say so myself. But I don't know, like, but do you guys care what your parents say about your relationship?
I mean, it's like yes and no. It's like I think what you said. I take it with like a grain of salt because like at the end of the day, it's my relationship. It's whether if I want to be happy, not theirs. And it's like
Mm.
I probably like I do seek like if I do, I'll seek like I seek their advice and I take their opinion and like see if it like works. But at the end of the day, it's like it's my opinion that matters at the end, and I think that just applies with anything.
Yeah. How about you, Christian?
I mean, I would say to a certain extent. Like I would take their advice, quote unquote, or opinions rather, but just like to take it and then it's just gonna go out of my head.
So like so it goes in one ear and then out the other.
So like school.
Exactly. Like
Christian doesn't even know what major he is
no, I'm not.
anymore.
I mean,
He's undecided at this point.
I'm gonna just take the easy road and go to communications.
Damn, he really hit me with that. Damn, I'm just trying to go to law school, man. You can go to law school in any major. Why am I gonna stress myself out?
Yeah.
Ew, but I mean, like, low-key, those comp classes be hidden different. They be hidden different, dude. Like there be times I'm trying to understand what the hell I'm reading. And I'm just like, damn, what the hell am I reading?
I'm taking a philosophy class. I don't know where we're at in life anymore. Like, what is life? What is life?
You know, like
I took one last year.
Christian's.
What is life?
And then like, Christian's depression level went from here to here. From after
What is
Like
love?
you rock bottom.
What are emotions?
What is
How
what
does my
is
water bottle get cold
comprehension?
in the fridge?
See these. If Isaac was here, he would probably tell you the science part of it.
Whoa, it's cosmology, isn't it? You know, it's funny. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, even though Isaac isn't here, he's still getting paid the same amount because he edits our videos. So technically, he should be getting paid double because not only does he show up in our podcast, but he edits.
I edited with him. What are you talking about?
Hey, Hector.
So technically, so using that math, technically, me and Christian shouldn't be earning.
Hector, I don't like how you're speaking up right now. You need to throw away your voice. Throw away your voice. I don't like how you're speaking up. Hector does not speak for me.
I've lost I've lost my right to speak on this show. What are some other like Thanksgiving related stuff?
Doesn't have to be. Or what are you guys grateful for?
Actually, I mean, I've been starting it off, so I'll let Christian start off.
What are you thankful for, Christian?
Okay, I'm done. Go.
Oh wow, he's not thankful for anything.
His right hand.
I mean, at the moment, I'm currently training my left hand, so soon we're gonna say thank you to my left.
Dual wield.
I'm thankful for my $1.
He fucking got the salt grinder 9000 going on.
You got a loop-de-loop and pull. All right. So Brandon, what are you thankful for?
I mean, honestly, just life, that I'm alive. My friends. This podcast. It's just like, especially like with life, like who knows what happens today, tomorrow.
Man, Brennan's very high on life.
He might be high on other things, but we don't talk about that. Actually, no. Actually, that wasn't for Brandon. That was for Christian. I'm just kidding.
Wow, you know, one day someone's gonna watch this that I know, and then she's gonna be like,
Doesn't your mom listen to it?
no.
And doesn't your mom? No. Does your mom even know you do this?
Yeah, I'll let her know.
Yeah, your mom. Your mom doesn't even know about the show. Wow. You haven't told your mom that you're Twitch famous. We have 18 followers.
Damn. But none of them are watching.
I know you. I know. I mean, it is Thanksgiving, so I mean, I don't blame them. Like we just do our shows live, but like it's Spotify is what matters.
I think we're close to 300 total listens.
Oh really? Damn. Yeah. We have managed to make 300 people waste their lives.
That's a perfect segue to our PS5 giveaway sponsored by Hector and his mom.
Oh whoa!
I don't
even have a PS5.
Follow the Simp Boat, like all our likes. You have to listen to every single minute of our podcast and make sure to comment in every single one, and you will get a PS5 sponsored by Hector from his own paycheck.
Whoa! I don't even have the PS5. I play on PC. What do you mean? I mean, I'll donate my PC, but it's like actually.
Oh, you guys heard it here first. He's donating his PC. It's a PC giveaway.
Oh no! I take that back. I take that back.
Steam code in the description below.
Oh yeah, Steam code description below. But okay, so like I'll say that kind of the whole 18 followers thing and like 300 listens. That kind of like leads me to like what it's kind of one of the things I'm thankful for. Because like this, honestly, this started off as like some like so like it kind of it started off as a joke in May, right? Where I was like, oh, let's just like do a podcast on Zoom, and then like we got back together like in what June or July, and then we actually started doing it. And you know, it's still slow. I'm like, you know, I'm not saying like we're booming or anything, but it's like we're doing like a gradual process. I feel like each like you know our page slowly gets bigger and it gets bigger. And I feel like you know so long as we keep innovating what we're doing, you know, I'm thankful for what we're doing out here.
Thankful for our fans. For our fans.
Yeah, and I'm thankful for my co-host. I'm thankful for my fans, and I'm thankful for the fact I'm not dead, dude. I could be dead right now. I could have died in February, to be honest. Like, oh yeah, did I ever tell you guys what happened to me?
So morbid.
When I like, did I ever tell you like that I fell off a cliff in February?
No.
I never told you guys this. Oh, bro. Okay, y'all missed out.
Story for the podcast.
Oh, okay. So that's also one thing I'm grateful for. Like I fell down a 10-foot cliff.
Hold on, before you continue, I got the title. Hector cheats death.
Ooh.
Hector cheats death. Mukbang. Alright, but basically, I felt in February. I went for like a sweet mate to like we were gonna go to the beach, and in La Jolla, like in front of UCSD. And there's two ways to get there. Either one, you could take the long way, which is like you know like a big road. I was gonna say road. No, it could go down like a big road. But then the other way is like you could go through a mountain, or you could go through the cliffs. And the way you know I was thinking we're gonna take the long way down because that's the only way I knew how to do it. So I was just wearing some old Reeboks that had no grip on them. And then you know we start taking the shortcut. I'm like, hey, yo, where are we going? And it's like, oh, and it's like, oh, don't worry, we're just gonna go through the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Don't even trip. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And then like we got to this point where like the rocks are like at a 45-degree angle, and they have sand on them, and they're super smooth. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I told him if I fall, catch me. This dude's like shorter than me, and he weighs like 150 pounds. Like, and it's like he was like, and he like you know, he told me the next second, I'm not gonna give this mountain a double kill. And as soon as he says that, I fall. like have you ever played like a Call of Duty mission where you're about to fall off a plane and the spirit was like you're trying to scram for your life and in the hopes that someone grabs you? You know, I was about to fall off the cliff and I was expecting Captain Price to swoop up from the air and grab me and like, but I was like, I was like, Taylor,
Okay,
Taylor,
no.
and then
Okay.
I fall down.
Let's not say that name 3 times in a row now. Let's not never do that again.
No homo, no homo. And then and then like and then I fall down like 10 feet. I fall down 10 feet, and then like I land on my tailbone, but my tailbone lands on a rock, but there was water, so it broke my fall. So like it just left a bruise, but I didn't break anything. And you know, and I'm surprised that I didn't break anything because like there was like a story, or I didn't die because there was a story where this girl was going through the same trail and she fell off at the same part and she broke her collarbone. And so like I was like damn, I could have died because like the walls were like pretty much like they were like 8 feet apart from each other, so they're really close. I could have like just easily hit my head. And like so like that happened. And then like for the next month I had a big bruise on my ass, and then I couldn't sit down.
You sure it wasn't Taylor?
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, maybe that's just a story he tells.
Just trying to cover up
it's the story I tell. Yeah, I'm just trying to cover up. Yeah, that's why I had a big red mark on my ass the whole week.
You're not helping.
We talked about the culture thing. We talked about the dispensary, and we pretty much been talking about like we're like at an hour. Like, how do you guys feel about this episode?
I think this one's gonna be a short one.
Top 3 worst ones ever.
I mean, we said that about every episode.
No, I think the Halloween one was pretty bad.
The Halloween one, really? I mean, I thought it was kind of
bad
funny.
by numbers.
Yeah, you're right. I can't even play it off anymore. You're right.
What was I gonna look up?
Your favorite episode?
Oh, right. My favorite one is the one with Ivan, Fight Club. Yeah,
Really?
that one was really funny. What about yours, Christian?
Christian's like, I don't even remember any of my episodes.
Are you muted, Christian?
No, I'm fine. I'm gonna have to second the Ivan episode. That was a top tier one.
Actually, I was kind of hesitant about that one.
You were, but we weren't.
You.
I'm like, we're gonna get canceled this episode because
Were
of
we?
Ivan. I mean, I love the guy,
Were
but
we?
I feel like we're more likely to get canceled by this episode.
I don't think.
To be honest.
Not yet.
Not yet. We haven't said anything that bad yet. Okay, making sure.
I mean, by numbers wise, the top 5 are our first episode, the one with Arturo, the one about you being the regurgitator, and then it's the one from my trip to the emergency room, and then after that it's our worst episode yet. Oh, actually, I think that one was my favorite episode.
Yeah, I kind of like the episode yet, but I mean, like we're basically 9 episodes in. I mean, I think we can only get better, but
I mean, Jen, where do you guys see this going?
I see us. I mean, I feel like what we're doing right now, we're pretty good for short term. But I kind of want to see us like growing like long term. Like I don't know, like I guess like in terms of like actually like finding ways to get content. Because like I feel like what we're doing right now, it's like we come up with things like on the spot and like 15 minutes before, but like, that can only take you so far.
I mean, it also has to do with like us. I mean, all 4 of us are like, well, except me and Isaac really, but like everybody is like separate, and then like we're all in lockdown, so
yeah, that is true. I mean, I don't. Then I would feel like, I mean, I guess like lockdown is over. Like we could like, I think it'd be cool if we all find one place to like broadcast from.
That's what I was thinking like, for the
house.
For
the
Simp Boat house. For the Christmas one.
We rent a cabin in Big Bear.
Ooh, big brain.
And we all
I like that. Actually.
No, I was saying for the Secret
Santa.
And then
we paddle it snowed in.
Snowed in. Ooh. Okay, so I think we should run polls on our Instagram, like to see what people think. But that'd be a pretty good idea. Where like we do one episode like in the cabin.
Yeah, but I mean that would be cool.
That would be
It
cool.
would just the only issue would be getting there, getting all of us together.
I could I could always like I have access to a car, so
I have access to
I have
money.
access. I think we all have access to money.
Yeah.
More money.
Okay, kid.
I mean, where do you see this?
But this is definitely. Oh yeah, okay. Well, where do you guys see this going?
Christian?
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, anything could happen. You know, someone could die. Someone could do.
Okay.
He's coming back up, and he just takes us right back down.
I know. Okay, where do you want the show to go?
Someone could get a girlfriend. You know, but it's not that where it's gonna go. But my question to myself is, if we get successful enough, will I quit everything?
Oh, me and Hector were having that conversation the other time.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm not sure if we were on stream or not. Like, yeah, I don't think we were on stream. We were having a conversation or a recording, but we were talking about that, like what we would do if we got famous. And I mean, I don't think I would drop everything. I think I would like do it in the same capacity that I'm doing it now. But actually, if we got to the point where it's like we're making Joe Rogan money, that's basically my job at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it with Isaac the other day, and he said like, even if we were making a good decent amount, I think he said he still wants to finish with his
go to school
with the school.
I mean, that is fair.
I mean, I don't know.
Have like multiple sources of income and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I just take this day by day, but like, hopefully it's something big.
Yeah. I mean, I think we first have to like grow our pages first.
I think once our content like starts, I guess increasing or like getting better, I think everything else will follow.
Yeah, because I mean, I would say like our content right now is like kind of
average.
I think it's funny, but it's kind of average. So I think we have to like find the thing that like sets us apart.
I think we just gotta find our thing.
Yeah, and I think it would be easier if like we were all like in the same like room, because like like if we all were using the same internet instead of like 4 different internets where like one person can instantly die all of a sudden, and then like everyone's like Christian just comes in at the worst part. No, I didn't mean it like that, Christian. I was talking about internet, but no, it's like I was talking about like I think
you know what came to mind? What? You know what came to mind?
What?
So about the cabin, right? Remember the story Mr. told us one time when he went to go see his cousins and
No.
I don't remember. Wait, I don't remember this story.
As soon as I heard Mr. I knew what he was gonna say.
I don't.
All right, tell me, Christian. Tell the audience.
Wait, is this something we should be saying on Twitch?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he already said his name. Well, they don't know his first name, so it's okay, I guess.
Okay, say it, Christian.
That's what came. Oh, the story?
Yeah. The story.
He just gave a story where he went to go visit his cousins in the South. And I think like since the South didn't have internet or whatever, his cousins would use a book to do a certain action, to kind of visualize it in their head. And then one time I believe they were doing it. This is all misinformation, so hopefully he doesn't come sue us. Anyways, and one time he went over and they were all surrounded by this book and they started helping each other out.
No, that's not how the story goes.
That's how I remembered it.
No, what it was is that pretty much like his cousins were having a competition to see who could.
Oh, that one.
To see who could go the fastest. Yeah, but wait, did he tell you a different version of that story? Because the version he told us was like they were having a competition.
Because I remember one with a book.
I don't think he told our class that one.
I honestly don't remember. I have really bad memory.
I mean,
What's new?
anywho,
Anywho,
Should we just end this here?
I think
yeah, I think so. So I just want to say thank you for everyone who's listened to this episode on Spotify. We don't know how much we cut out or how much is still in, but we want to say thank you again. This has been another episode of Simple, and we're signing out.